Hello again, boys and girls. Today in Foundations, we're going to talk about the three different suffixes. The suffix S, the suffix ed, and the suffix ing. Now, you've watched a couple of videos about ed and ing, and I want to quickly review. When you have the suffix ed on the end of the word, that means it's in the past. It already happened. If you have the suffix ing on the end of a word, it means that it's going on now. Today I want to show you how to mark up a word with the suffix ed and ing. We've already learned about the suffix s when we were in school, so this should be pretty easy for you. All right, let's take a look at a word and put on the suffix that I show you here. Now remember, when we tap out that word, we have to tap it out without the suffix. Remember, we only tap out the base word. Remember, base word? All right, here's the first word. Bending. Like you're bending something, we could bend this marker, bending. See if you can tell me the base word in the word bending. That's it, bend. So we'll tap out bend, b, e, n, d. But when we slide it together, we'll add that suffix ing, bending. So let's try to write that. B, e, n, d, bend, bending. All right. Now let's go ahead and mark the word bending. First, let's look for that base word, the word before the suffix. You're right, bend. And the suffix ing gets circled. All right, bending. If you're bending something, you're doing it now. Ing means happening now. Let's take a look at another word with another suffix, the suffix ed. Ed. Ed on the end of a word means that it's happened in the past. It's already happened. All right, so let's go ahead. The word that I want you to spell is rented. Like maybe you went for the day and rented a bike. Rented. Let's go ahead and tap out the base word. Do you know what the base word of rented is? That's right, rent. Rented. Remember, when we slide it together, that's when we add that ed or ing or s suffix. So let's spell rented. Rented. Now we need to mark our word. Remember, we need to find the base word. That's the word before the suffix. Rent. So scoop rent. And then what do we do with the suffix? You've got it. We circle it. Now we have spelled and marked the word rented. Let's take a look. Here are the three first-grade suffixes we use. S, ed, and ing. When you mark a word with a suffix, you circle the suffix and you scoop the base word. All right. You have words that I want you to mark up. Go ahead. I can't wait to see them.